Last time on What's Your Damage?
2 days ago, that man and your friends, our friends, came home with you wrapped in your shawl, dead. We were having the funeral, and we had her body in a coffin, and she points to where it is.
Yeah.
And then when the door opened, she came through the door and was gone from the coffin.
Huh. Any chance the other me happened to tell you what happened?
They said that she met a man in Evenflow, and she thought he was the new guys, and he killed everybody.
And did he also kill her? And
Yes. Jorix and Burke the Dwarf, all of a sudden you see a great burst of blue flame about 2 miles away. And it looks like it burns for a little bit and then it extinguishes. You see a body on the opposite bank of the Dolphin River. You see a very slender and tall elven woman in a purple cloak. And she is unconscious.
Oh, hello.
Coming from the forest, you see 3 rather scrawny lizard people. The one in the row kind of like looks at you, and then they point to the elven woman, and they like gesture for like us. That is ours.
I'll play to these lizard folks. We don't know what the story here.
Hold on, I kind of gesture the trident one to like come over here.
Okay.
And I lift up my mirror shield to try and charm him.
hope you don't mind, but we're not going to feel comfortable with that.
Say that I don't want them to take her.
And the little guy just told me to tell you he doesn't want you to take her either.
All right. And then he like waves. They wave at the 3 of you, and they like head on out.
Oh, you guys looking for a moo cleric? What about, when you rub your feet on the carpet and then you touch somebody? Is that Thor too?
A little bit.
I'm full of fish cakes and I'm ready to kick some ass.
Come with us.
Get out.
Getting out.
Go.
Getting out now.
Okay. You
Go into the cribs. I don't know.
Is there any creme brulee left?
There's one here.
So, as you guys go back to Mulhound, I'm going to guess that you're going to try to see Zhao with this unconscious woman.
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys
Is she still unconscious? Do you want that?
Yeah, she has remained unconscious.
Out.
I'm going to start trying to recall my hammer now.
Several miles away.
Yeah.
Okay, you've just like, come back.
I'm just holding my hand out, just kind of
Are you doing
it? See?
Such a Thor move. It's very cool.
And you start to see like tree branches rustling.
Gus, are you recalling your hammer?
Yeah.
One of those guys is still holding on to it.
Oh, he's a strong fellow.
Yeah, that's
Getting shocked a lot.
Yeah.
Kind of zaps when I bring him back.
It's a little static, or is it?
And
Or magic all the same.
Or magic, either way.
as you get to the front door of the main hall in Mulhound, your hammer does come back with a little guy attached to it still.
Whack-a-mole him.
Yeah. Okay, he's unconscious. And as you
You see?
Anyone hungry? Oh, just kidding.
Oh my god.
That would be
That's
karma,
what they
wouldn't
do.
it?
that would be
To be honest, you never know until you cook it and see if it's good or not.
Well, maybe
No,
don't.
I'm just kidding.
Oh.
We don't cook sentient people. They seemed a little dumb, though.
Yeah. Hey, Joe, I got you a prisoner. I'm doing a good job helping you with your sheriff problem already.
Hey, Xiao. Sort of, how dumb does someone have to be before it's okay to eat them?
And she goes, I generally, like, I think a good rule of thumb is if they don't have a developed language that other people can learn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Also, I think if you refer to them as someone instead of something,
I also feel I'm erring on the side of I didn't eat them yet.
It's good thing you asked first.
And
didn't
she
eat him yet.
Yes.
and she goes, body. There's a body.
Yeah.
That's not who I was going to eat, though. It's this lizard guy here.
And she goes like, "Whoa, he's from the Ripclaw tribe. They're
that's-
mostly harmless, although they're a little bit weird. I think they've been like learning some magic, but
They're a little weird, and they think that they were going to eat
They
this.
want to eat her.
Yeah,
Probably.
so
They said kill, but
That's what got the whole
I was
thing in
judging
my
them
head.
based on them looking like things that eat people.
yeah.
No, they said they didn't want to eat it.
Oh, I thought Jorks said kill.
No, there was definitely some eating going on.
Okay,
I
yeah.
remember that, and that's what got it in my head, and that's why I was
So
thinking
they're
about
not
that.
smart enough to know the rule about languages.
Does that make them dumb enough to eat, though?
No.
No, because the first rule. Right. Yeah, that trumps it.
And she goes, "I'm gonna
Write
just
this down.
take the woman," and she like puts her arm underneath her, and she goes, "Okay, let's see." You guys couldn't rouse her.
No.
I
she was-
shook a shoulder. That's as far as I got, and as far as I'm going to go.
And
Yeah,
she was at the epicenter of the blue flame.
We're not sure. It was down by the time we she can
Sin
tell
marks.
she has sin
Sin
marks.
I'm gonna put her in the infirmary. We should probably go check on Keeneland.
Here,
Also-
bring this lizard with him. That'll make him uncomfortable, and maybe he'll talk more. If he starts
Not a
eating
bad
him,
idea.
he'll want to talk.
Yeah.
Also, Zhao, I've been thinking about how to break Keelan, and I think I have an idea.
Punch
Okay,
him more?
I'm just gonna.
Let me help you with that, and
I'm
then
gonna-
we'll talk about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this caveat. I don't want to torture. That's not the type of
No,
person that
no,
I
no,
want.
no.
Okay.
Better idea than that.
Mind torture.
Yeah, no.
And so she goes, also, apparently all the views that were here before said that I had told you to go talk to Talk, otherwise known as Finch. So we got to figure out, do you guys want to stay here with me as I try to figure out with Keelan, or do you guys want to go visit Finch?
Well, I don't think we've got any other better ideas to do with kid. Well, maybe Oka. Yeah. Sorry, Oka.
I'm good. It's fine.
Maybe give your idea to unless only you can do it.
Unless
No,
it was
no,
a
I can-
torture idea, then
No,
we shouldn't bring it
it's-
up anymore.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I was-
Tell me honestly, is it?
I was going to suggest we eat him, but
That's not torture, technically. Because what do you get?
technically.
That's just a,
No, it's- So here's what
a good
let's-
use of resources. First off,
nothing goes to
Burke,
waste.
you really got to get past this little eating the lizard guy thing.
morally, we're not at the point where things are scarce enough where it's okay.
This is true.
And also, I just learned about this language test, and I don't. That's
So
actually
I
not straight.
slip the woman's other arm over my shoulder, and I help Zhao carry her to the infirmary.
Okay, and so you guys, the three of you, are you going with the two of them, or are you gonna like ready up to go to Stendahl?
I'll take a short rest.
Okay. All right, so short rest for you guys. Okay. Sure. And then Oka, yeah, you have enough time where you can have a full rest up.
Cool. And yeah, once we get the unconscious woman all settled in the infirmary, I go to Zhao and I'm like, so I've been thinking, right? Keelan is a guy who is used to being in control. And he's used to being in control of time, right? He said he couldn't sense time in that room.
Yes, that's true.
Let's use that to our advantage,
Okay.
right? It doesn't have any windows, right?
Right.
So there's no way for him to tell how much time is actually passing.
That's a very good point, she says.
So we stretch out his days. You know, we come in morning of day 1, here is your breakfast. 2 days later, here is your lunch.
Okay.
Just completely screw with his sense of time. And I think once he goes long enough without being able to sense or control time, it's going to start freaking him out. Just the same way that the augurs were starting to freak out when they couldn't see the future.
You know what? I think that's a really good idea. So And she looks at you guys lay the woman down, and she looks at her. She goes, and she moves the cloak from the top of her head. Mm-hmm. And she goes, She looks so familiar, but I can't quite place where she's from.
Is this somebody I would know?
I don't think by sight.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Or would I have heard descriptions of this person?
I mean, I think she's like generic elf looking enough.
Yeah, okay.
That like she doesn't have like a scar across her face. Like
Yeah.
No Harry Potter tattoo on the
yeah, yeah. So she's obviously distinct.
Got a Deathly Hallows tattoo. It's like weird crossover.
So she looks, of course, distinct enough. Like all humans look distinct, but
Sure.
she isn't so distinct that like you could just like pick it out.
Oh, that's so and so because of the thing.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh God, do you join up with the rowdy crew?
Unless Zhao needs me here to help.
No, Zhao listens to you and she goes like, I think that's a really good idea. I'm gonna feed him lunch and then we're gonna just skip a day until, we'll say that it's supper tomorrow morning and just continue
And like
elongating days.
randomize it. Sometimes make it shorter, sometimes make it longer. So we can never predict what's actually like how time is actually passing.
Yeah, no, that's a really good idea.
Thank you.
And she goes, okay, so in Stendahl, that's going to be the capital of the Green Nation, yeah? Mm-hmm. Okay, just so you know, the Green Knight is very protective about...
Oh yeah, she was a little pissy with Shalabin about somebody being there.
Yeah, and you guys have the Tim Gann logos on your
Yeah.
uniforms?
I never got one.
Oh, you didn't, she says?
No.
Oh, well, you should talk to...
I have a Bartle badge on my...
Well, look at you, she goes. That's why I want you as the sheriff for Mulhoon.
Hey, is there anything special about this trident?
And she looks at it, and she goes, actually... And she holds it, and she just examines the weight, and she goes, actually, it's... It looks like there might be some lightning. It might be, like, conducive to lightning in a way. So, I don't know if it's activated yet. And she kind of like looks at it. She's like, no, it seems like it has to catch. It seems like this can shoot off some sort of lightning. It just needs to catch the lightning first.
That's cool. It was fate of Thor that made me have this trident.
Yeah, Thor
Yep.
works in mysterious ways, she says. I'm actually pretty direct.
Through Thor, all things are possible.
And she goes, so just try to keep a low profile. Finch, let's see, any other things? Yeah, his shop is called Remembrance of Things Past. And the best way to get on Finch's good side is to talk to Taryn, his husband. Oh, and Finch is I guess I should have led off with this. He's a dragonborn, and
Okay.
and Taryn is a elf.
Cool.
Okay,
All right.
all right.
Let's do it.
And she goes back to her. She goes back to her journal keeping, and she goes, "Just one last question. Do I seem like I'm desperate to find Gaius? I mean, I kind of am, but I feel like I."
Don't let him get in your head. He's trying to shake your confidence. You can't take anything he says seriously.
Did you hear about the whole thing he said about me and my god? That sort of hurts, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just thinks he's fucking big man on campus. You know what I mean?
Well, let's see how he feels after a couple of days of not knowing when time is.
And not eating.
Oh yeah, that.
Still sounding a little like torture to me. Am I here? Am I the only?
He'll
am I
be
the only
fine. He'll be
one?
fine.
Temporal torture.
He just needs to be taken down a peg.
Okay. All right. So you guys, do you use the ball of fast travel? It's about 3 hours to Stendahl if you guys walk.
keep it for a quick escape.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it's probably the best plan.
And she goes, "Oh, do you guys need horses?"
No, I can walk. I got legs. I know they're short. I know I'm a dwarf. But yeah, I can walk.
No, it would just be faster.
I don't like horses. They're too tall.
Okay.
I've got a magic wolf.
Yeah.
I'll just summon him.
You have a magic wolf?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll summon him.
Okay.
And I'm just actually very fast. I'm a very fast walker.
Just don't let Burke smell the wolf, because we remember what happened last time.
It takes 10 minutes to summon him. So while I'm summoning him, I'll give you an inspiring speech.
The last one was really good. So
Yeah, I am
this one,
so
folks.
excited to hear this one.
All right. So, whenever you don't know what the right thing to do is, and through Thor, all lightning happens.
And you see, like, the wolf, like, is on his hind legs and it's clapping.
and it only heard the last 2 seconds.
I know. Man, those speeches are so good.
Time after, I didn't think he'd outdo the last one, but
I know, right? But that was I am so inspired right now.
That was good. I could
was
sit
really
through another hour.
the next time
Hours of that.
I'm writing it down.
I was gonna say we should start writing these down.
Yes, I'm good. I can't remember all of this one. It was just too mind blowing.
Yeah, I just
wrote
like
it
the
all
first
down.
few seconds and the last few, but man, it was so good.
Yeah, but for next time, I
Next
will
time.
write it down.
Yes.
I wrote it all down, but it's in a shorthand that I do not understand.
So those two are wolf riding. Are you guys horse riding?
Yeah, if they're wolf riding, I'll horse ride.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. What were you going to say, Jorix?
Oh, nothing. I was gonna make a snarky comment about how I could try to like comprehend language, but
Okay, so on horseback and wolfback, which is just a cool thing to say.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
We're both on the wolf.
Yeah, just saddle up.
Wolves smell better than horses.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That's why I chose it. I can make it anything I want, but I chose. I'm just a dog dwarf. But like, I'm not a dog and a dwarf. If you know what I.
No, I get it.
Okay. I kind of confused myself when I said it.
Wolf's a dog. Do you like dogs? I like dogs. We're dog dwarfs.
Okay, and as you guys are having this discussion, you guys arrive in the great city of Stendahl.
There's lots of dogs here.
Yeah, you can see that your wolf is very much an outlier. The horses are not. Surprise, surprise.
They'll just get to know the wolf.
And
What's the wolf name?
but guys, we're supposed to keep a low profile.
Name is. Thraw.
Yeah, Thraw.
Is that THRO?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be throw?
No, it had to be TH.
Well, I read it as Thraw.
I can see why.
RAU, I think. Oh!
I've never written it. It's
I wrote it down just
Thraw.
now, but then it's in a shorthand that I.
Well, names you spell however you want. That's the rule with names.
And as you guys are approaching, you see like two guards with like bows on their back, and they're like, "Welcome to the greatest city in Green Nation, Stendahl."
We'll be the judge of that. I'm just kidding.
And
You get used to his sense of humor.
he goes, "Well, this is the first I've ever talked to him, so it's going to take a little bit."
It always
Because you
does.
said you're the best, and I've been to a lot of places.
Hi, I'm Okot. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
Burke, I'm going to be judging your city harshly.
So
Now.
and he pulls out.
Augustus Goldhammer, future king of the Prismatic Nation, Sheriff of Bartle, second greatest detective in the world.
He's running for king.
Well, not yet.
In the future, so, you get on the ground floor.
And then this one, and they point to Jorix.
Jorix, pleasure to meet you.
And so they go, two humans.
Those aren't his eyes, they're just glasses he wears. They shield his eyes from the sun. I like to explain that.
And he goes, okay, so two humans and two dwarves. Okay.
I'm not a short human with a big beard.
You say you get used to it, but he still cracks me up.
I'm not a short human. Could just be that.
Yeah, that would be ridiculous.
I am actually a dwarf.
Burke the dwarf.
Burke the dwarf, a very short human.
Hey, no.
So
true.
you're going to be here for a short period of time, I imagine.
Yes, we're just here to visit Finch.
And he goes, Finch. Oh, I think Finch's shop is closed today.
Oh. Do
Staying the
you know?
night.
Do you know when he'll reopen?
No, not really. But maybe he has a
Dropbox.
a drop box. Yeah, maybe he has a little sign that'll say when it's back. His shop is actually just down this main throughway to the left, and make a right, and it'll have a clock on it.
Lovely, thank you.
Down, left, to the right.
I'm looking out for orphans on our way.
What? Yeah. This seems to be like a city that is incredibly well run. It seems like everybody is like kind of on a schedule, and they are all just like moving to the schedule. It doesn't seem like there's much. Doesn't seem like there's. It seems like there doesn't seem to be like a seedy underbelly. It seems like the people.
City's too clean.
Yeah, it's like unusual.
Well-run city.
Yep.
Well, I'm just looking out for regular children. Then.
Yeah, you do. Like even the children look to be striding purposefully, and they have like it looks like maybe they're going to school or something. But yeah, but they are all just like of their business, and like dwarves. They kind of like the. Yeah, I mean, like they see you, and like you guys are obviously not from them because like they all kind of have a. Yeah, they would know. They kind of like look at you and like tip their hats and whatnot. When you're walking down the main road, you see like a lot of like arrows in targets. It seems like this is a very heavily archer area. But yeah, a little kid comes up to you and says like, "Are you guys small humans?"
Yes, we are.
No.
They do that all the time.
We're actually from the mountain. We're dwarves.
Are you a well-behaved child?
Yes. And we'll know if you're lying because we're dwarves. That's a power dwarves have.
Well, like,
Okad and Jorix are trying not to laugh.
Yeah.
and the kid says, "Well, I've won my citizenship award for my class for the past 7 months."
Oh, well, I have a reward for you then. It's me smiting a weird tree. And the lesson here is, if a tree is a dog, you're probably in a hologram.
Could be. Think about it.
Some call it a simulacrum.
And
Do you know the word simulacrum?
no, I'm gonna be frank with you. The kid
Ask your
says,
teacher tomorrow and freak them out.
and he like writes down simulacrum.
That looks right.
Yeah,
That's right.
he and it's obviously misspelled for like
Just a
Jorix.
question. Why
Yeah,
am I not
I-
in the little figurine thing? I was there.
Well,
Put me on a tree or something next time. Not just next time. Not criticizing.
I'll do it next time.
Just putting it out there.
I like help the child spell it right,
Okay.
and then like show him like a couple other languages to write it in.
Oh.
Oh my
I
God.
thought it was spelled correctly, and it was very much not.
Ooh, say this one. This isn't Dwarvish. They'll understand.
And then he says simulacrum in.
Hey, what?
What's that word?
What's that word?
Sorry, I forgot. Yep, no, it's fine. It's fine.
I mean, now we know Dwarvish, but not that word.
Just making words up in our language.
Yeah, I was like, I knew simulacrum.
Is he a short
man.
dwarf?
Yeah.
Good job, kid.
Obviously Dwarvish, well, I don't know what it means, though. Jorix, what are you teaching this kid?
Wonderful, wonderful things.
And the kid says, "Thank you very much." And he goes,
What a nice interaction with a not real kid. He's real in my heart.
"Okay, so you guys go to Remembrance of Things Past."
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. As you go there, like, once again, you do see it like closed. However, you do see a sign that says, "Will be open tomorrow." However, inside you see a elven man just like cleaning the store.
Give a little tap on the glass. A little. Where's that? Tap, 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 tap.
Oh, good, yeah.
There you go.
So you tap and like he kind of turns and he sees the four of you and he goes
I wave.
and he waves back. He was like, "And see the sign?"
We just want to talk. We're from down the road.
Taryn, right?
Just keep waving. You'll have to come to the door eventually.
He goes, yeah, I'm Taryn. Okay. What town are you guys from? Well, like, why do I care? Yeah, so you guys are from around here?
Bartle.
No. Oh, you're from Bartle.
Yeah, I am, and he's the sheriff of Bartle.
Oh, we haven't run afoul
We
or
are
anything,
the
have
law.
No. We're
Judge, jury, and punchexecution.
we? Well, we certainly don't want to be punchexecution to death.
I'm kidding. That's just a joke.
And then
Cop humor.
and he goes, "Oh, are you all?" And he opens the door. He's like, "Are you all sheriffs?"
no.
Oh, what's that for?
No,
You're a thing, no.
there's only one sheriff. The rest of us are deputies.
Sheriff, deputy assistant sheriff, thing knower, and
Thing puncher?
me.
Okay.
We haven't really figured out my role yet.
Okay. And he goes, "Do you guys need anything from me? Is this an
We
official
do.
visit?"
No, not exactly.
It is being recorded
It is not.
for future reference. I've
Well, I
taken
mean, he
notes.
writes everything
In
down.
a shorthand I have yet to figure out.
Yeah, they're illegible.
So it's not really doing me or anyone any good. But I am doing
You have
it.
Nothing to worry about.
And he goes, "Okay.
I have a bit of a weird question for you.
Yeah."
Have you met us before?
And he
Uh,
looks at you guys. He goes,
There'll be a quiz after
We
this.
were told to come here by Zhao.
Glass guy. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Jorix.
Thing knower. Jorix.
Yeah, you can call me George. Thing number is too long.
Take the glasses off. We're inside.
Yeah, can you raise your glasses real quick?
Yeah, sure. I do thaumaturgy before I raise them.
And he goes,
Thaumaturgy?
So my eyes don't.
I thought that was the make your voice louder
It
thing.
can do a couple funny things.
Oh.
One of them is I can change the color of my eyes.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And he goes,
Continue.
yeah, there was a guy here that looked a lot like Jorix, but his eyes were really strange. So
Oh, like this? And I let the thaumaturgy drop.
he goes, yeah, wow, woo.
I didn't
Yeah.
think past me would show that, but I put the sunglasses back on.
Totally different timeline.
Yeah.
You know?
Is that why you wear those glasses all the time?
Yeah.
Just figuring this out.
I'm not
Okay,
paying
do you want to
attention.
look? I take the glasses off and let...
Oh,
And-
those are.
It's pretty trippy.
What's it look like?
So what you see is one looks like a sun, and the other looks like a moon in the current lunar cycle. So if it's like a crescent moon right now, it looks like a crescent moon.
Listen, we have got to take these eyes out on the town tonight. We are going to get so much attention.
No. I
We're going to
put
get so much attention.
glasses back on. Nope.
That's why he wears the glasses.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want people like lavishing of attention and gifts and beers on them. Come on, we'll be the talk of the town with your crazy eyes.
We're keeping low profile today, Burke.
All right.
Do you mind if we come in?
And he goes,
We can come back tomorrow if that's more convenient.
We're already here though, so that's more convenient for us.
I kind of elbow Burke.
Sorry.
And he goes, yeah, I mean, like, you know, yeah, Finch kind of wanted to, well, yeah, sure. And he opens the door and he's like, come on in. Yeah, Finch has been working on something.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And he,
What kind of shop is this?
well, and he points to things. He's like, well, we had found a lot of curiosos. And that was,
Curious Sues.
yep. And he goes, exactly.
Nailed it. Got it in
Yeah,
one.
like in Dwarven. And then that wasn't Dwarven. And he points to all the clocks, and he goes, again, we also sell antique clocks, but we had this really recent strange occurrence. Like, do you see this? And he points to it, and you see half the clocks are at midnight and half the clocks are at 11:45. He goes, like 3 days ago, all of a sudden, like half of the clocks went to midnight and half of them went to 11:45, and yeah, it's kind of freaked out Finch.
Understandable.
I take out my hourglass and I see if it's doing anything weird. Apparently, I have an hourglass. I wrote it down.
Oh, yeah. You stole it from Harvard.
Yeah, I don't know if it does anything.
So you do you do it, and it just seems like it's been unaffected by whatever's affected these clocks.
Still can cook.
So the the other crazy eyes guy came through here about 3 days ago, I'm guessing.
No, he came by like yesterday, but it was the strangest thing. He like we opened the door he opened the door, but then I looked away for a moment, and then he was just gone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. So, yeah,
Why does that make sense?
You guys
because that's when we got to Mulhound.
And
was
that's when
yesterday, and that's
Zhao's
when-
other body disappeared.
You might want Finch to be. We've got some splaining to do.
You guys some explaining to me to do because I'm not following. I'm just kidding.
We'll explain it together.
Yeah.
I will get your notes. I don't know what's happening.
I think that a lot of these are in this shorthand that I think I have to abandon. Because this is pages of nonsense now.
And
I said that in my speech for that was good.
That part I wrote out long, and that's because I'm going to frame it when we get back to Bartle.
yeah, he goes, okay, yeah, this is sounding pretty crazy. Let me go get my husband. Yeah. And he goes back, and Jorix, what you see around you is you actually see. Remember what Zhao gave you, the globe that has like 10 candles around it? Yes. Like you see another one of those, but it looks very old and rusted, but shined up a little bit. And you hear, yeah, there's like these 4 people, and they just want to talk to you. And they've been talking really strange. And you hear and out walks a gigantic dragonborn, green dragonborn. He is dressed oddly formally. He has like a 3-piece suit on with you can see a little pocket watch chain, and he has like pince-nez glasses on his enormous dragonborn face. And he approaches all of you.
I step forward to shake his hand. Mr. Finch, it's very nice to meet you. Zhao has told me so much about you.
And he nods, and he
I am
shakes your hand.
momentarily scared when Okad steps forward that she's going to stab him. I don't let anyone really know, but for a moment I'm slightly tense.
And he shakes your hand, Okad, and Taryn goes, yeah. So you want to talk to my husband? Mm-hmm. And Finch just kind of keeps quiet and like looks at you attentively.
So, in speaking to Taryn here, I understand that Jorix here, came through yesterday.
I didn't see that. I was in the back.
Okay. Well.
And may I say, what a nice suit. Did you get that done in town?
Oh, no,
Can
I
get
actually...
one of these?
He goes, actually, no, this is a very special fabric from Treble Base.
It looks... How does it even work? What is it made of?
You know, it's in there, sound waves can be transmogrified into thread.
Oh,
so
wow.
it's really interesting. Yeah.
That is why I feel like I'm not looking at it. I'm also hearing you.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it's loud. I'm saying it's just as loud as it needs to be.
Yeah, no, it has like yeah, this is actually a really good point. Like it gives off like a really pleasant hum to it.
Well,
Can you get the sound waves of thunder made into thread?
that would be cool.
He goes,
That would be cool.
I'm not sure. That would have to be you'd have to talk to
Fashion.
someone from Treble Base.
Go on a fashion mission. Fashion mission. Get some clothes made out of thunder. Fashion mission.
I need to go there for Tim Gann, so maybe we need to make a side trip.
Did you guys want to talk to me about my suit?
Sorry.
Well, now we kind of.
We didn't before, but
Yeah.
You can just be part of the conversation. You're a pleasant guy. We can talk for a while. Unless you're busy, we'll keep it quick.
And he goes, yeah, I'm trying to work on something. He like drifts to his clock.
So about the clocks.
Yeah.
Taryn said about 3 days ago, half or so of the clocks shifted time.
Mm-hmm.
we know why that is. And I'm like, okay, this is gonna sound insane. And I tell him about going to Ebb and Flow and going to the temple, and sort of skip over the whole Jorix choosing thing, but like, basically we
Powerful time magic.
there was powerful time magic. Do you know Farstand?
Little guy who always has like a cracky voice.
Yeah,
Adventures
that
a
guy.
lot, big adventurer.
Yep.
Greatest
Yeah.
adventurer, really,
In the world,
that we know.
to hear him tell it.
Detective too.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Yeah, he's surprisingly powerful for that little guy.
Right? Yeah. He shows up everywhere. He reset time?
Why would he reset time?
Because
Why does he do anything he does? He's a far stand. We don't understand him.
We made a very bad choice.
there was a decision made that was going to be...
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
I made a very bad choice.
I wasn't
Way
going
to
to
tip
say
the
it,
hand. Okay.
And he goes, okay, well, this might help me figure out this puzzle. And he goes back and he goes, come with me. And Taryn follows behind, and he goes, would you guys like any like food or drink or anything?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. We have some. I'm a baker, so elven delicacies are my
Oh, pastry.
yeah yeah pastries. He says,
I love it.
yeah.
So flaky, so dense. Elven pastries are. And so sweet, but not too sweet.
Yeah, like he goes like I make like a excellent baklava.
Right. And the thing is that they use herbs in ways that pastries normally wouldn't, because they're all in woods all the time.
So
I feel like maybe Burke should go learn how to make this pastry.
I have experimented a little bit, and let me tell you, the results were not very good.
That creme
I would
brulee,
love
though.
to take a little peek.
That creme brulee was incredible, though.
That I have
That
written
was-
down, and that is a recipe that I can look good. I can show you guys that. It's that is actually rather elven, because it's a herb. It's a herb and wood smoked creme brulee. So it is sweet, but not too sweet. But it also makes you feel. I wanted to bring the woods, the local woods, whatever they might be. I want to bring that into the kitchen, into the experience, but in a way that's not part of the how you would assume, because the dessert is a sneaky way to kind of sneak it in there.
he goes, yeah, no, that sounds like an excellent recipe. He goes, so baklava?
Recipe exchange.
Sure. Anybody else want a baklava?
I do.
I would love to have one.
Okay.
Foodie mission. We'll exchange some recipes.
And so as you go.
Culture is important, even to a game of D&D.
And as Taryn gives you the baklava, you see Finch is at a work. He brings you back, and he's at his work desk, and you see like a bunch of clock gears and a lot of clocks that are open as he kind of like and his tools, and like you can see him like working on it while you guys are like having this conversation, and he has like surprisingly dexterous fingers for a huge dragonborn, and he goes, okay. So, if what you're telling me is true, which I know it sounds crazy because it is crazy, but these are crazy times.
I can
right?
cast Zone of Truth if you don't believe
You
him.
can do that.
Yeah.
Can he now?
Yeah.
And he
Okay.
And he goes, for some reason, you mentioned Zhao. She was friends with Gaius. No, a friend of Gaius is a friend of me. And he takes 2 plates and he goes, okay, so from what I'm able to kind of discern here, so there was so you had to make a choice, and he points to Jorix. Mm-hmm. And then Farstand was like, nope.
Yeah, so you can guess how bad that choice was.
It was literally apocalyptic. Yeah.
And he goes, do you know anything about tectonic plates or earthquakes?
A bit.
Okay. I think that's what's happening here. And he goes,
Huh?
I think timelines are rubbing up against each other and causing this strange moment. So the timeline that you guys were in, that the first one, the initial one, that's apocalyptic. That's why everything is at midnight. The other one that you did set the clocks to 11:45, which I don't know what that means particularly, but it seems better than midnight, right? Just that's my cultural insensitivity, I guess, he says.
What?
But what I think is going on is that these two timelines are trying to hash it out, which one's the right one. And we're feeling the after effects, because you were here, Taryn says, and he goes like, "Honey, so you say this man was here until he wasn't here?" And Taryn goes, "Yeah, he was here, and then he just disappeared."
Yeah. Well, and the same thing happened. So we returned to Mulhound with Zhao yesterday, and we basically walked in on her funeral because apparently in the other timeline we returned to Mulhound with Zhao's body, but when we came back again the second time, the new as soon as she walked through the doors of Mulhound, the body in the casket disappeared. So I suspect the same thing happened here with
two places at once.
with the previous Jorix.
And he goes, "Well, this is a bit of a tricky situation then, because now there's two realities trying to exist in one reality, right?"
But it seems like, and I mean, maybe this is my initial read on it. It seems like when we came back, that overwrote the first reality.
Yeah, I mean,
And ours is clearly the better reality
Yeah, well, Zhao's not dead, so
because
it seems better
there's
already.
No apocalypse.
yeah.
Also that.
And he goes,
I guess it's kind of more important.
"We got Taryn has a lot of friends all over Galea." He said that there was a blue fire that erupted near, or actually centered on the Red Knight's keep in Constance. Similar to the fire that I heard about down the river. So two blue fires? Like, that seems strange, right?
Oh, that actually makes. When did that other blue fire happen? The one at Constance?
That happened about 3 days ago.
That totally makes sense.
Yeah, so the first blue fire was the Red Knight because you chose the Red Knight's shawl.
Yes.
That means-
Why were you choosing the Red Knight?
It wasn't really on purpose.
No, I mean, like, he's a good man. Why were you?
So when we got to the temple, there was a chest that needed my blood and Jorix's blood to open. Actually, I don't know for sure if it needed my blood. Now that I think about it, it might have just been you. So like,
Probably was just Jorix's blood.
yeah, and I like kind of rubbed the scar on my palm. Like that was
okay, you helped.
dumb.
And Taryn goes like, "Tea? Anybody want some tea?"
I would
Oh
love
yes,
some.
I would
I
also.
would
Thank you.
And he-
Is it FT?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Have you been to Treble Base?
Yeah,
It's amazing.
weird place. I should have got a thunder suit when I was there. I didn't know you could.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta get it when we go soon.
Do you
What
know
is
how to get there? 'Cause I would love to visit.
Yeah.
Also, this baklava is amazing.
Oh,
Is there a way to get there without a hag putting a crown of thorns on your head?
And he goes, "Actually, we have one of those items for sale." And Taryn goes and he pours you guys the tea. And he
A
goes,
crown of thorns?
and he goes, "No."
That's the most horrifying thing I've ever seen.
And he pulls out this. He takes this flute and tuner, and he goes like, "See, he goes like, you see this fine flute? It's like a bare bone flute. It's like
I got
usually
a flute
what.
too. Look at him.
Yep. It's and he goes,
I'm sorry.
It's just whistling. There's no flute.
and he goes,
A real flute.
it's like, this is from a druid, and I don't know. It's like druid made, but I don't know where it's from. We found it. And you see this tuner. If you play a musical instrument to this tuner, it should be able to like get you there.
You got a flute. I got a flute. We got a flute band now.
Well, that's a much better way to get there.
Yeah.
You said it was for sale?
Yeah.
How much?
And then he like looks at Finch, and Finch looks at him. He just
Sold. That shrug.
he goes, $50 in the recipe that the dwarf was talking about?
$50?
50 gold pieces in the recipe the dwarf was talking about.
What timeline are we in?
The darkest one.
This is a simulacrum.
I look at Jorks and I'm like,
Strikes again.
I have 8.
I can get it.
Okay, so you want the bone flute and the tuner?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And
Thanks, Jorks.
We just got 230.
I'll get you back. Oh, that's right. I totally forgot. No, I'm good.
okay.
Like the
you.
pool money.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, it's the group money.
And you
So
take it.
I pay him for the. So I give him 60. Why not?
And he looks at it, and he turns it over. He's like, and he drops the gold piece. He's like,
What?
Marked.
What?
Marked gold.
And as he's like kind of freaking out, you hear the front door open, and Finch goes, huh. And standing at the doorway is 2 guards from the Green Nation, and you see a figure clad head to toe in like the same blue that the Archdiocese of Palor has, and he has a golden mask over his face and a rather large sword at his side. And he goes, Finch, Watergale, and you.
I immediately stand in front of him with my blades drawn. In front of
I thought you were
Finch.
gonna say stab. I immediately stabbed. I was like, no,
Yeah.
no. I immediately stabbed.
Okay, yeah. Okot kills Finch. You didn't win. You didn't win. No.
I'm standing between the guy and Finch,
And-
guarding Finch, and just saying like.
Burke takes an actual step to the side. Makes some more space.
Well, you should talk first, stab second.
That's the plan.
If at all, maybe
I
skip
just
step
want to
2.
be prepared to stab.
And you can hear Taryn just kind of like, no. And the figure with the 2 guards from Green goes, it is my honor to say to you, Mr. Watergale, that the Archdiocese of Palor has need for your services. And with the blessing of the Green Knight, she has allowed us to take one of her citizens back to the Archdiocese in service of the greater good.
Explain what that means.
Got nothing to do with us. Nothing to do with us. We
I
just
was
got
having
here.
a conversation.
We just got here. Has nothing to do with me. This guy's a sheriff, and I'm a deputy.
Yeah.
So we can help
I mean,
you.
the leader said it's okay.
You
Checks
know,
out.
this is you got your guys' jurisdiction, so
Yeah, and he goes, Mr. Watergale here has a unique set of skills that the Archdiocese needs as they conduct an investigation. And Finch kind of like looks at it. He's like, can you explain what it is? And he goes, unfortunately, that is classified.
I whisper to Okot, can you get us out of here?
If you need help on an investigation, the best detective in the world said I was the second best detective in the world.
Guess not the time.
And he goes,
How do we know? Time's all weird.
and he goes, what's your name, sir?
Gus's Goldhammer.
Okay, as Gus is distracting him, I look over my shoulder to Finch, and I'm like, follow my lead. So I reach my hand in my pocket, and I grab the ball of travel.
Uh-huh.
I just kind of casually draw it out while Gustus is talking to the guys.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
Does she have some sort of bonus as Gus is distracting?
This guy's fairly attentive,
Okay.
I
and
am
he's
going
pretty
to
specialized.
break out my barrel of beer and attempt to distract the guards with bevies. Boys, have you had an afternoon bevy? We have this Swanian brew that I believe could even be caffeinated. I have no idea.
Swenian, they say.
Yeah, Swanian stout. Have you had it?
Why would there be a Swenian stout?
Because I'm a traveler.
What?
17.
Okay, with a 17, the man in the mask is talking to Gustus, and he goes, "Ma'am, I'm going to ask you to keep your hand in your pocket. Don't try anything."
I just put my hands in my pockets.
Right. I'm sure you have no aggressive intent, considering that the first thing that you did when you saw me walk through this door is draw your blades and put yourself in front of Mr. Watergale and myself.
Yeah, I'm terribly sorry. I
So
have been raised to be a little defensive. I get jumpy. I
right.
apologize.
So whatever you have in your hand, in your pocket, keep it in the pocket, and bring out both hands. And nothing bad needs to happen. I have cleared every hurdle that I needed to. I have now apparently have the information for the second greatest detective in all the land.
That's what I'm told.
We've learned that there is Swenyan Stout.
Are we fighting these guys, or should I?
No, as he's talking, I look back at Finch again and I say, "Finch, have you ever been to Mulhound?" And I throw the ball of travel on the ground and jump through it.
Okay. So you jump through. Okay, everybody.
Hoping that he follows me.
Okay, I'm gonna do this thing right now. So for his reaction. Okay, so everybody here. I'm not gonna say what the DC is, but this guy has, since he was already privy to what he knew that Okot was onto something.
Yeah, but then he started monologuing. Just saying.
Sure, he might have been monologuing, but that doesn't mean that you can't like talk and like get ready at the same time, right?
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. So, Okot's safe in Mulhound. The rest of you are going to need to make a check, or he might be able to stop you. Okay.
Jumping through the hole?
That's up to you. What would you like to do?
I don't think I saw it go on.
Okay, yeah, so then you would have disadvantage if you want to follow her.
I'm just not even aware of it.
Okay. And
You just stop talking and Okot's gone.
Well, he was looking at the guy. He makes eye contact in conversation. He's a people person.
Yeah, fair enough.
What are the three of you doing?
I mean, I want to see and make sure that Finch gets through.
So you're gonna hold. Okay. So Gus, you're just oblivious right now.
Yep.
Okay. And what are you doing, Burke?
I think that since I was trying to distract the guards with beer, so what I'm gonna do is throw that barrel at them and then grab Gus, because he's dumb. Than I am. Just slip slightly. Like I'm a little bit taller, a little bit smarter. Agree. And head for the portal.
I love it.
So like what happens is like Gus, you're just talking to the guy and like you're like I think like you feel like you're legitimately like, oh yeah, I can help you out. And he's like, yeah, maybe you can. Whereas like Burke's like kind of catching that this is a very weird and bad situation. He's trying to distract everybody. When he sees Okot go, meet me in Mulhound, he catches what she's putting down, throws the barrel at the guards. The guards like catch and push the barrel down so it spills on the floor, causing them to like slip a little bit as Burke grabs Gus by the scruff of his neck and pulls him through the door. Okay.
I could really help you with your...
Yeah. Okay. What happens with Finch is he sees what she is doing, tries to jump into it. However, he rolled a crit and miss.
God damn it, you were right behind me.
And he tries to go for it, but he stumbles over his feet, and the hand that grabs him is the Archdiocese Orthodox. And he grabs him and goes like, Mr. Finch, I don't know what your friends have planned, but sadly, you will not be joining them to this day. And it's Jorix, and it's these three guards. It's these two guards and the Orthodox.
Bust his hand and bring him back.
Yeah. There's a time to pick a battle, and that time is not now.
That's fine.
Yeah, Jorx just goes to Taryn and says, "If you want to come with us, we can talk somewhere else."
And Taryn hears you, and he nods, but he jumps at the guy with the spatula that he had and like tries to hit him in the head, but the guy dodges it and like slumps it, pushes Taryn down. Goes like, and he goes.
When I see him go for the guy holding Finch, is that guy distracted? Is there any chance I can wrangle him out?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like Taryn's attack is so ineffectual that he's just not really.
Oh, okay, like he put no effort into the dodge at all.
Yeah, so Taryn jumps and he just like kind of like does this kind of motion, and Jorx, as you're looking at him, and he has a Finch. He pulls out a blade. He's like, "Are you going to try to prevent this?"
I can't. I'm sorry.
Then I suggest you join your friends, and we will remember Gustus Goldhammer from the town of Bartle. Okay.
I'm sorry. And I jump through.
Okay. And the door, you see Jorix jump through, and you guys are all together in Mulhound, and Quixis is like...
I call back the door immediately after Jorix comes through, and I'm like, no Finch.
No, he tripped on the get-go, and
Shit.
I couldn't get him, and was not in... He would have destroyed me.
Yeah, fair.
Also, I didn't get the Neovan pastry. I forgot to write it down.
We're gonna have to go save those guys.
What happened?
Yeah. So I've got a suspicion for what they want him for,
Oh,
and
God.
you guys aren't going to like that.
What?
Well, you know how Finch said 2 timelines are battling each other right now? Mm-hmm. And you can guess which timeline the Archdiocese want to win. And Finch was trying to find a way to stabilize things.
Oh, they're gonna... Are they gonna try and raise the Sunfire Phoenix? Is that what they're doing? Is that...
I think they're going to try to overwrite the new choice we made.
Ugh.
Some people just want to see stuff burn. And then raise a phoenix out there. What's left.
I fucking hate these guys.
Yeah. We need a battle plan.
And Zhao, like, kind of pokes her head out, and she goes, "Well, that was quicker than I suspected it would be."
Yeah.
That's never a good thing.
Shit's gone real sideways, Zhao.
We just ran away, kind of.
Okay.
Also, that money that we took from Keelan,
Yeah.
it's marked, and like Taryn freaked out when we gave him a piece because I kind of forgot that was.
Was that because the gold or because the people that coming in the door?
Oh, that's a good
I
point.
couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she
Did we
goes,
summon them? God, I hope. What?
Yeah, And she goes, "Taryn's pretty good about magic. And she goes, if he had it on him, like I feel like there's some sort of, I'm sure that it's like his beckoning call. So that they can kind of track where he, and she goes, wait, the magic's out in the open right now, right?
Yeah, I mean, I have the
Okay.
remaining
200.
230 minus 50.
Marked
180.
gold!
Yeah. Did we get the flute?
Yeah,
I don't think.
I think that he gave
got
it to you, and
dropped.
like, he freaked out.
Oh,
about
I
it.
see.
Gotcha.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we do have that.
Yeah, so he gave it, and then he was looking at the gold, and he's like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
And she goes, "Okay, so maybe we should go back to Purple and talk to."
Shalabin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
And then
Shalabama, talk to you. Tell us what to do. Sweet Shalaban.
so you guys are in the main area now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And you actually hear someone coming up the stairs, where you know that the infirmary and the jail cell was.
Okay.
And you hear something, and Zhao looks behind her, and you see that woman in the cloak appear,
Oh, yeah.
and she says, "I've had the strangest dream," and she pulls off her cloak, revealing some Blade Singer armor, and she goes, I heard a voice telling me that I was the Moonfire Phoenix. Hey everybody, Elliot here. Just want to give a special shout out to Kelsey Tarpey for helping me with the construction of this arc, The Future Was Then. Really, thank you for everything, Kelsey. Sincerely, from all of us.
Thanks.
Okay, we good?
She'll love that, I'm sure.